everybody can be a content creator. It doesn't matter what you do. You can be an akara seller.
Yeah, and still integrate your content.
Exactly.
No matter the type of content that you do, there's someone out there that is always watching.
You need to get paid from YouTube.
You can't get paid from YouTube.
It is a problem. There are a lot of jobs surrounding that economy.
There are opportunities to make money.
They just
like, and if you are doing that, I think that was the first wrong step that you're taking.
Why should somebody be a content creator this year?
Okay, so as a content creator, you kind of have, I'll say, a freedom to express yourself in whichever way you want. You can decide to make videos about something that you want to talk about, or you can even decide to write. Content creation doesn't necessarily have to be in form of videos. Even if you are writing, there are people that just start blogs to just express themselves, and it's a form of content creation.
People think you being a content creator is just you creating videos on the internet. Well, there are just various ways you can create content by either video, writing, audio.
Yeah,
audio podcasts, books
are a form of content creation.
So they're all content. Yeah. And the opportunities right now for content creators, especially in this part of the world, is just...
It's like right now in Nigeria, I think there aren't enough content creators to satisfy the audience.
Yes.
Like, I know a lot of people that procrastinate when they want to start doing content. They'll be like, there are a lot of content creators out there. I'll just go and be another person. What you don't know is your personality is different from like the next person. And right now, I think there are just a few people that are out there creating all the content.
Exactly.
And especially if we should like bring it down to like indigenous languages in Nigeria, you hardly see anyone trying to create indigenous content. And there is a large audience of Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba people that are underserved.
Exactly.
Like if you go on TikTok, there are like a lot of people that create Yoruba content and Hausa content. I do see some Hausa content at times that like you just enjoy watching those type of videos for no reason.
For no reason. It's like,
yeah, it should be your mother tongue. You understand what this person is seeing. So there is that gap. And people do come to me because like, okay, I do create content and they want to create content. And sometimes I advise them to create content in their mother tongue. But they'll be like, no, I want to go with English, blah, blah, blah.
But I feel like the bigger problem is like most people don't feel like they can't create content. Most people feel like content creation is not for them. But me personally, I feel like content creation is for everybody. Everybody can be a content creator. It doesn't matter what you do. You can be an akara seller.
Yeah, and still integrate your content.
Exactly, to integrate your content based on akara. You can. I've been watching like YouTube videos of somebody mowing the lawn, and I don't.
And that's like I've seen those type of videos too, and like they kind of incorporate storytelling into the thing. When you just get to see, I don't know, from the beginning and to see what is happening, like from the beginning of the video down to the end, able to see everything.
And it's still the same morning. It's just doing the same thing. You just look at it and just that satisfying. So imagine, you like being an engineer, you being an akara seller, or anything. All you need to do is storytelling. Just integrate storytelling into it. I do feel like Nigerians are like restricted in terms of niches. They feel mentally restricted in terms of niches when it comes to content creation, not only on YouTube or on other platforms. We feel like you can only be a comedian or a musician or what else? Maybe I think there's a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, now and a relationship expert. I think that's the only ones we know. But I think in content creation, it's so diverse now that there are people that are into fashion, poetry, arts, travel, filmmaking, a lot. When you watch like USD, the YouTube, it's just so diverse. When Nigeria just like restricted, why do you think that is?
Because I think most people are modeling what they think is already working. Nobody wants to go outside the box and like kind of bring new things to life. And there are some factors that you have to consider too as in Nigeria. There are certain things that are like seemingly impossible in the country. Let's take, for example, let's say Ryan Trehard. he can make a video out of nothing, and he travels a lot. But as a Nigerian, although if you start traveling anyhow,
But the thing is, I disagree with that notion, because I know personally, I know some Nigerians online on Instagram. There are some creators that I know that travel in Nigeria. It doesn't matter if there's insecurity, they still travel in Nigeria.
that's very difficult.
It's very difficult, or it's not impossible.
The level of infrastructure and everything, yes, it's difficult for you to travel.
Yes, and another thing makes it more fun.
Let me be sincere with you. If you want to do something like Nigeria, a video might end up taking months.
But that makes it more fun. That would make it even more interesting to you watch. Like imagine watching a Nigeria and there's Nigeria. That would be fun.
But that's imagining struggle.
There'll be what is this? What is the struggle? There is the actual fun of watching these videos, because we like watching Nigerians struggle. So imagine him struggling in a Nigerian context. It's become more exciting. I would love to watch something like that.
Nigeria, maybe you never see that. I mean, come on, do all of this. I read in Nigeria.
No, I don't think Nigerian himself can come to Nigeria and do a challenge in Nigeria. I feel like it's a Nigerian that has to do it in form of like Nigerian, like learning storytelling like Nigerian and incorporating it. I think some few people have tried doing it, like what's his name?
Tyrus.
No, not Tyrus. This the comedian Shanks the comedian. They are starting into
Modeling everyone.
he's modeling it, but he's not doing it like.
Actually,
He's a comedian, so he's trying. Yeah. So imagine if like a good storyteller like Nigerian comes and model it like really nicely. Imagine that would be exciting to watch.
So, back to the topic of why you should be a content creator. Back to the topic. So I think there are opportunities to make money, and I think everyone that wants to go into this space right now starts by thinking about the money. And if you are doing that, I think that was the first wrong step that you are taking. First, you just need to do something that you are passionate about, something that even if there is no money in this thing, you wake up and you do it. That was why I started making videos. One, I was passionate about smartphones. I loved smartphones. And I couldn't afford them. Like, I just knew I can't afford all the latest smartphones. But when I started content creation, I kind of imagined myself using all the latest smartphones.
Yeah.
It's difficult, but I think this year, if I haven't tested many phones, let me say I've tested like 18 different smartphones. So you see, this is something that I know even in the next 10 years, I can continue doing it because it's something I know. And I do set like, right now, I can use like, I do get like affordable phones. I can't buy like the iPhone 15 Pro Max and all. But one thing that I've realized is this thing is like it takes time. Gradually, you're going to get to the level where you can only test the most expensive phone. So let's take an example, maybe someone like Fisayo, who is like the biggest YouTuber in terms of tech reviews in Nigeria. If you go to his channel now, you hardly see him reviewing cheap phones.
It's mostly
only do the more expensive
ones.
So if you look at that, you're going to know that these things take time and there is opportunity. I never for once thought any brand will send me a smartphone. But when I put myself out there as a content creator, I've had brands send me phones to test out and make videos.
I'm not just saying that. Before we used to have brands used to go to televisions and TV, radio and all that to advertise their products to the customers. Yeah. But now, brands go to influencers, basically, people in specific niches to advertise their products. Like for you now, ITEL sent you your phone.
No,
Infinix sent you your phone. Instead of Infinix to go to a television station, they know the audience now is now moving online. So they do send you guys phone to review. It's a win-win situation for you guys. They're paying you to do this.
You get paid. At times you get paid, depending on how the deal come. There are times when you get paid, and there are times when you not get paid. You just get to keep the phone at the end.
Depending on what you agree with brand.
And most of these payments come like in terms of how big you are, with the audience size and all. So the payments normally come with that.
And this is just based on your phone. For you, it's your niche, your phone. So imagine if you're doing something like finance, crypto companies will come to you. Anything about money will come to you. If you're doing something like food, Coca-Cola will come to you. If you're doing something like photography, Sony will come to you. So it doesn't matter what niche you are.
There are definitely sponsors.
There are definitely sponsors.
One thing again that I'll tell you that there is a deficit in terms of content creators, especially in Nigeria, is like you get to see some brands working with influencers that don't have the right audience to promote their brand.
That brand.
Like you see some people, they will just like maybe let's say I do it like
for example, YouTube.
Let's use YouTube.
Let's use YouTube itself.
Study. There are certain creators that they took on some of their programs, especially like the Made for You that is currently going on.
Yeah.
You see that those people are not like YouTubers per se. They will bring a comedian to come and teach you about YouTube. And personally, I just think comedians, they are not the right type of people to tell you how you are going to grow on YouTube. Because these are people that just, to me, I just think they just put out their content out there. Like, they just put it out. They don't really care.
They don't really care. It's not about the algorithms.
They don't optimize it. They don't do anything.
Yes.
They just put it out there. But you can come to people like us. Personally, if I upload my video, I have to optimize it to make sure it's ranking when people are searching for it. I have to think about the thumbnail. I have to think about a lot of things. I don't just go out there and put my video. Like, I take my time. Whereas a comedian can just go out there, do a video. He knows, people will laugh when they watch it. And what YouTube like is they just want people to click and watch. So there is every opportunity that if you click on someone like Lai Wasabi right now, if you click on his video on YouTube, there is like 80% probability that you're going to watch that video from the beginning to the end. So whether he optimizes or he doesn't optimize, in fact, you can go through his channel. He doesn't even put thumbnail on his video.
It's not
just like downloads as upload, just go. And he gets a decent amount of view. There's only like few of them that are like kind of try to optimize.
I think most of them are not really focused on this, let's say YouTube. They're more focused on looking Instagram and TikTok. So sometimes you see opportunities that are on this platform, but because they are big on other platforms, they can just bring it here. But while like in places like here, if you want to get invited to a YouTube event, you have to go to YouTube. You have to be a YouTuber. If you want to be invited to an Instagram event, you have to be an Instagrammer or you have to be on Instagram. TikTok, same thing. So, but Nigeria now, you can just blow on TikTok and we'll bring it on YouTube because this Instagram for you. Instagram asks you to because the opportunities is just there. It was brand new. And again, the numbers of Nigeria, like look at our growth. Imagine the next 10 years, how much will grow the number in population. So imagine the number of people that are getting access to internet. Every day, it's growing. That is, more people keep watching YouTube. So if you start now, you're going to grow with them. So your numbers will keep employing. Maybe one day you will come up with a true Mr. Beast too. So
in Nigeria, I would like to see that.
No, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's possible.
But it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but you can do it.
It's a lot of work.
But the opportunity is there. Because it's not just Nigeria, it's Africa entirely. Not just Nigeria, it's Africa. Then it's the world entirely. We've seen in music industry where Whiskey, Davido have how bigger than who is the biggest artist?
I think that to me, Rema is the biggest artist in Nigeria, and he just came, I think, some years ago. Putting out,
and there's like Overtune, everybody is 50 cents. Like right now with him is the hot cake. So who knows? In the next 3 years, you might be the person.
I think Spotify Wrapped for 2023. Rema got like 1.6 billion streams on Spotify. Like, and I think the second Nigerian that came like next to him, what we saw on the internet is like 600 million streams. So that means Rema had like times 3 of. My point exactly.
So you being a YouTuber in Africa, because one thing again is, you see white people are very curious about what's happening in Africa. They don't know. Like, they literally don't know how we live. You watch some things and you're like, so this is what they think
about
Africa. So this is a market where I think my first YouTube video, when I uploaded my first YouTube video, I got a comment from Saudi Arabia like she has been waiting for something like this. Because she doesn't know, she wants to know more about Africa. That's somebody in Saudi Arabia that I've never met in my life. I will probably never meet. So imagine that you're connecting with the world. The world is looking at you. They're trying to see what you're doing. Even Tyron now. I think there was one time he mentioned that people abroad are watching his videos more than
all that before.
definitely.
I think if you do travel like the way Tayo does, your audience definitely has to come from outside Nigeria.
Outside Nigeria.
Very few Nigerians will go on the internet to search for things about Nigeria. But maybe someone that wants to visit,
yes,
can just go
on for Nigeria. So now imagine the market is here. You have people that want to watch you in Nigeria, and you have people that want to watch you abroad. Of course, even in Nigeria again. Like for example, let's take travel as an example. People in Niger State don't even know what people in Benue are doing. So imagine making travel videos about that. People in Benue would like to watch what people in Nigeria are doing. So it's going to connect the world. So it is endless.
Yeah. Another reason why you should start content creation is it gives you the opportunity to meet people. Like personally, I've been able to link up with like some tech content creators, even like the bigger ones, that you can just talk to them and learn one or two things from them. So if you put yourself out there, with time, people will reach out to you. Maybe people that are following you will definitely reach out to you. You will receive comments in your videos, and you can start building relationships. And one thing that is very important also is, no matter the type of content that you do, there's someone out there that is always watching.
Yes, that is a fact.
Let me give you a quick backstory. I think I had a friend that he's a tech content creator. He reviews smartphones. He once got the opportunity to work with Nokia, and when they reached out to him, they told him that we've been watching you for like 2 years. We were just waiting for the right time. They were waiting for the right time, and this is the time. So you never know who is watching you.
Yeah, I think we live in a world where it's all about who knows you, not who you know again. It's all about who knows you. So I think the what's it called, content creation makes it easy for people to see what you can do.
Yeah.
So if you have a skill, you have an hobby, you have anything that you want to show the world, and you want to be paid for that service.
Through content creation. Like, we can digress to this photographer in Abuja, what's his name, that has like 100,000 followers on Instagram.
Who is actually?
I've forgotten his name. Like, I don't know, but he's big. And I'm very sure with that amount of followers, is he pod imagery or something?
I can't feel.
Yeah, we'll find out when you're editing. So that guy has over 100,000 followers. And because of those followers, most of his clients come directly from those.
Yeah, it's really like that.
Content. So you don't even need to, maybe you're a graphic designer, you're a programmer, you're a product manager, or you don't need to know anything. Even if it's that thing that you know, by sharing knowledge about it on social media with the world, you can land clients that can change your life.
Exactly. I think I'll use myself as an example. I do go for wedding films sometimes, right? The last wedding film I did was what got me the next wedding film, like the one I currently have right now, because I posted it out there and someone saw it. Wow, I love this, and DM'd me. Yeah, I want you to do this kind of thing for my wedding. So it just gives you endless. And I don't know that person. I have never met that person in my life. The first time we're discussing, the person has paid already. Has paid full already. So you see, there is just that opportunity out there for groups, for you to meet people you don't even know, free of charge.
And they will pay you money that will change your life.
Like pay you money that will change your life.
People on the internet, like through content creation, the brands that will reach out to you are like, maybe, let me say like, these are people that you are thinking about, you personally in your mind, you know, these are the type of people I want to work with. And because of the type of content you create, it aligns with those type of people. They will easily reach out to you. You just have to keep working. You never know when it's going to come. But if you keep going, it's going to come. I think I want to share the backstory of how I almost quit my YouTube channel. And because I've invested so much time, energy, and finance into it, it was looking as if, this is just a waste. It's not going to work. When I was on the brink of saying, bye, like, okay, I'm not doing it again, I'm tired. That was when a brand just emailed me and they were like, won't send you a phone. I was like, how? Free phone, no? Free phone to just talk about. And I got the phone, and each time I try to think some bad or maybe I feel tired, my mind will just take me straight back to that moment. Free. I mean, free phone. I will just say, okay, we won't continue.
And that's one of many free phones you have received.
Yeah, that was one of many free phones.
So they bought
You're watching him. You get to build if you're even able to build a community of loyal followers.
You could sell. I think that
can even sell.
You can sell.
You can build digital products. You can make a lot of money.
I feel like Nigerians are not too exposed with the content creation world and the content world in general because they don't watch people abroad. They don't watch people abroad that much. So that's why people don't really know what exactly is going on in the content world.
As a content creator, you get to learn a lot of things. Like me personally, I'm a video editor, I'm a script writer, I'm a graphic designer. I'm also a communication specialist. Like, because of content creation, I've been able to learn one or two things.
I think the most important one is learning how to talk to people.
That's communication.
Because in this life that we live in, you being able to learn how to speak to people, how to like negotiate with yourself, how to interact with people,
to interact with brands.
To interact with people. Brands are people.
Yeah, but you need to still learn how to.
You need to learn how to interact with people. Whether you're an introvert, an extrovert, or anything.
Content creation doesn't.
It's a skill. It doesn't care. Interacting with people is a skill, and content creation helps with that. It helps you it helps with the way you would be able to pass information, and once you can pass information to other people clearly,
the only easy way that they understand.
You're good to go. You could achieve greater heights. You could achieve anything you want to achieve by just knowing how to communicate with people. But that doesn't take from you need to learn editing.
Yeah.
Filmmaking, script writing, and a whole lot more. So yeah, I think there are lots. Just the content creation, the world just teaches you about yourself too.
Yeah, and these are skills that you can even monetize. Like, if you learn how to edit videos as a content creator and you get good at it, you can even offer it as a service. Because if your editing is very good, people will reach out to you and pay for that. Say, okay, can you offer all this service? I've even seen people pay money for thumbnail.
People do pay a lot of money for thumbnail design because now I think the whole content game has created new economy, new jobs.
Yeah, new job opportunities. And like, there is someone that I know, Tayo. His name is Tayo. He's like very good with thumbnails on YouTube. And I was like, this is a thumbnail that you are creating like this. Won't you just pick somebody? Like, I even told him, go and watch Tayo's video. Pick the thumbnail, redo it, show him you can do it better. He's going to pay you for that. Like, you don't have to wait for them to reach out to you. There are people that, as far as I'm concerned, I know there are people that will even go to a YouTuber's video after he has uploaded. They download the whole thing and edit it and send it to them. And this is how you're supposed to do it. And like, there are a lot of opportunities like that in Nigeria. I think I saw there is Unishola. He's on Instagram, like pastor that looks all those type of content. He recently started his YouTube. His content is very good on YouTube, but the editing right now is not that good. Like, each time I watch his video, my mind goes straight back to Ali Abdal. Like, okay, this guy is.
Yeah, he has that vibes.
So if the edit can just be improved, it can be the difference between 10,000 views and 100,000 views on YouTube.
I think that is where we need to clarify. You being in the content economy.
Yes,
creators economy. Yeah, point of question. Creators economy doesn't mean you need to necessarily stay in front of the camera. There are a lot of jobs surrounding that economy, like thumbnail designer, video editor, audio engineer, lights guy, manager. You can be a manager for a content creator.
Yeah.
You can be a product designer for a content creator. they just think
like, well, I forgot to talk about it. I had zero knowledge about like audio before I started like making videos. But nowadays, if I edit my videos, I care so much about the audio that I had to learn how to use Adobe Audition, how to use Audacity. Like, basically, it's opened up a whole new knowledge for you. And the other day, someone came over to the studio and he was now like, he wants to record the song. But I know that my knowledge in terms of audio was not really that deep. But when I started researching about how I would do the thing, it wasn't far from what I have.
What are you already?
I already had an idea. So like now, if I should continue to pursue that aspect of being an audio engineer, I can just venture into it. So like being a content creator has helped me unlock new opportunities for myself. Maybe I decided to say I don't want to be in front of the camera again. With the experience that I have, I can just decide to join someone and say, okay, I'll just be managing your audio, all your audio problem. I'll solve it for you. And I'm going to get paid for that.
I think one content creator in Nigeria posted something recently. Stephen Ku, I don't want to murder his name. He posted something like he needed a video editor. I'm like, this is someone that has grown. He just started. I remember when that guy started YouTube. I remember I was following his journey. He just started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And he has gone through. He's now on our level right now. And he's now an OG right now. But now he has gone so big that he doesn't have time to be editing his videos. He needs somebody that will be editing his videos and travel. He will pay you for your travel and still you'll be working for him. So imagine having a job like that where you're traveling, if you like traveling around the world and you're an editor. So that's just an opportunity. I want to go to another example. Mr. Beast hired Dan Mace, one of our favorite persons. If you watch that Mace video, go watch. The guy is so good, but he got hired by another YouTuber that is probably the biggest. He's the biggest in the world. He's the biggest YouTuber in the world. So look at the opportunities that he has created for himself. Just by reading it.
I think if you listen to him on the Colin and Samuel podcast, at that time that Mr. Beast offered him a job, he had another Hollywood job waiting for him. He had like 2. So he had to like think, and he just decided to go to what Mr. Beast did. So being a content creator in Africa, Nigeria, there are challenges. What are some of the challenges that you've had to overcome?
Number one, NEPA.
Lights.
NEPA.
So how have you been able to overcome that?
God. I also to buy a new laptop that can work 8 hours of battery and in bad that. So, but the thing is, it doesn't matter if there are challenges here, but you need to overcome challenges.
You need to find a way. Like personally, I would say electricity is actually part of my challenge, and right now we have an inverter in the studio, so I do all my work in the studio. I really take a job call. I make sure I try my best as possible. I try as much as possible to do, even if it's like 50% of everything here.
Even though it is very uncomfortable for you.
Yeah.
I did at home done. But the thing is, you have to be uncomfortable to get comfortable.
That was just it.
So
I would like to do it at home, not that I would like to do, but there is just a sense of like, this place is for work. Yeah. So once you come here, you know you're just here to work. And
another big challenge is people about content creators, you don't really know what you want to do. That's the challenge I'm facing with my own personal YouTube channel. Again, like you don't know what to create content about. So that's another. I feel like that's another topic we'll venture into another episode. We'll deep dive into.
We have a lot of videos coming. Make sure you subscribe. We have a lot of videos coming. And we also plan to kind of reach out to creators and bring them on, share their stories.
Exactly. And we're going to teach you a lot. So anything about content creation, we're here for you.
So don't create to ask anything you want to ask in the comment section. Yeah, just be a video.
That would be exciting. Free to ask, like, comment what you see.
What type of
videos you want to watch.
I'll work on
that. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, back to the challenges. Light, you're not able to know, you don't know what show to create. What else?
Another challenge is like let's say the Nigerian factor. As a Nigerian, there is always a Nigerian factor.
Good is.
Okay, so let me give you this sort of one. I pre-ordered a phone, and it should normally take just between 3 days to get to me. But that phone ended up taking like a week or more than a week, and there's no explanation as to why. It just happened. Like why? Like on other people that we ordered this one at the same time, they got their own, and they probably posted the video. Well, that will not stop me from
And I think one of the challenges you just mentioned just before starting this podcast was payment, getting payment. You can't even, as a Nigerian now, it's difficult for you to. We are trying to pay for YouTube Premium.
We can't even pay for premium. All our cards are not working. You want to pay for music subscription like Atlas or Epidemic Sound, you just another struggle on its own. So I think that's another challenge. As small as it might look, it's still a challenge.
You need, like for you on YouTube now, you need copyright music. You want to pay copyright music.
And you want to pay for it, but you can't pay for it.
You can't pay for it. You need to get paid from YouTube.
You can't get paid from YouTube.
It is a problem. You're wasting so much time and energy
to get yourself monetized. Look, now the channel is monetized. It will take you another 6 or 3 months to get your PIN from US to Nigeria, and postal service is messed up, very slow. After that, there are other clearances that you need tax clearance, and it's just a lot of work.
We're using a lot of terminologies here that I feel like some first-time viewers on different platforms will not understand, like monetization, all these things. Just subscribe. We'll explain
everything.
We'll explain everything. There are a lot of terminologies that you are listening to, you're hearing for the first time, maybe for the first time. So don't worry, we'll definitely explain. So don't worry, subscribe, hit the bell notification button. Yeah, so I want to end this note with success stories on YouTube. People who've seen growth in Nigeria, basically, and which is one of the most difficult parts of the world to make content. So if you can make it over here in Nigeria, you can make it anywhere. So, like, can you name some of the people you've seen grow from nothing?
I subscribed to Tyler when he was at like 8,000 subscribers. And there's one of his videos that he went to New York where I think he posted a tweet some years ago that anytime he goes to the US, he's going to make a video on the side of US that people don't see. And when he went to US, I saw that interview. I commented and I said, "You do this thing that you said you were going to do." I know that he was like,
you are not you are not." I saw that. I just saw it and I was laughing. I was like, I remember this.
Tyler's growth is inspirational. Like, he started from like
nothing. He started from wherever.
Yeah,
and now he's like he's
one of the biggest YouTubers.
Cutting around.
Her growth, exceptional. I think she's one of the fastest, like, where she came out, she was like the fastest growing person on YouTube. Like, within a short video, she has 100,000 subscribers.
Isayo.
I
think we'll go on and on and on and on and on and on. There are a list of a lot of people that have like grown from different niches. So still,
okay,
and that's just
this guy. Well, let's talk about Wauneche. That guy is underrated. I know a lot of people don't even know him. Like most, because the quality of his video is not even there.
It's just recorded like
normal average man, and looks like he's doing it with his phone self. But he got like 100,000 subscribers in a year.
There are also a lot of
the amount of them.
Good. I think we just need more time to actually discuss more about them and how they go to where they are.
Yeah, I think we'll have to just do some videos about specific creators and how they go.
Yes, but the list is on. Surprisingly, when you start researching, like, this guy have making money, they're passionate and have been here, bro. And these are people that just like you, just like me and you.
They just decided to just start.
And this is on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok,
and everywhere.
All over social media, people are making it, brother. People are making it, sister. And it's time for you to make it. So with these notes, we would want to end this.
I would. That's what people call me on the internet. And
I'm Yakub. I've been helping content creators grow on YouTube and other social media platforms. And I'm an expert in filmmaking and cinematography. So don't worry.
There is one other side to that. You will millions if you venture into that one.
Don't worry. With time, just subscribe. So We're out.
That's all for this